Oh, shit! Now you might be wondering, how did we get here? And Squashy, why are you holding a bottle of white substance? This is the story of how I won the Razer contest.
Oh. So the folks over at Razer, yes, this Razer, called me down to introduce me their newest product they have been working on.
This is Razer's latest keyboard.
Oh.
This is the Black Widow V4 75%, Razer's first hot swappable and customizable keyboard.
Wait. Razer made a customizable hot swappable keyboard, and it's actually priced at a pretty good price compared to its competitors? This video is going to be pretty interesting. They challenged me and another fellow YouTuber to upgrade said keyboard. They gave us a time frame to work with.
Could you turn this keyboard and make it better than it already is in 2 weeks?
And also set the stakes.
Whoever makes the better mod will get $10,000. Or, since you guys are keyboard YouTubers, how about a jar of lube?
Oh shit! Yo! I'm down. Alright, let's do this.
Everyone bought?
Razer Keyboard Showdown with Looster right now. And that marks the start of Project Upgrade Razer's keyboard. Again, because I already did it once.
So before we get into the upgrade, let's first see what we are working with. This is the new Black Widow 75%. It comes with a programmable scroll wheel, 2 macro buttons, full RGB lighting even with underglow, Razer's brand new tactile switches which also come pre-lubed. Here are the accessories you get with the keyboard. And opening this keyboard is surprisingly easy. You only need to unscrew these 6 screws. And opening this will void your warranty, unfortunately. Opening the Razer keyboard, we can see that this keyboard is indeed gasket mounted. It's good to see that Razer is taking notes from the custom scene. I say that, but they immediately hit us with the north-facing switch pins. And now with the keyboard disassembled, let's get into the modification. Also, Judgment Day is about 2 days away. I didn't actually have much time with the army schedule I have. But yeah, 2 days. By the way, do you know my first ever keyboard video was on a Razer keyboard? It's actually playing in the back right now. It's over there. I highly recommend no one to watch that video. And yeah, for the past few years of doing YouTube, I always wanted Razer to sponsor me.
By the way, Razer is not sponsoring this video.
Well, old Squashy, now they are. And the time has finally come. My chance to blow them. Blow them away with the craziest keyboard mods that I can put into the keyboard they gave me, so I can win the prize. The prize of 2 liters of Crytops 205 Grade 0 lube. And so with that said, I'm not even going to be modding this keyboard that hard. I'm only going to be changing the keycaps and the stabilizers, and that's pretty much it. Okay, let me explain. You see, I think there's a bunch of potential already present in this keyboard. It's using a plate made from the material FR4. FR4 standing for Flame Retardant 4. I don't actually know what the 4 stands for. And it's a material made from glass reinforced epoxy resin laminate. It's the same material used for all the PCBs. The switches are pre-lubed and feel really good for a stock tactile. And as for the other mods you might put into the keyboard, Razer already did it. Foam mod, check. Tape mod, check. Plate foam mod, check. They even added the rubber pad below the stabilizers mod. So there's not much aftermarket modding to be done, and dare I say it, Razer actually made themselves a really good entry into the stock custom keyboard scene. What? Razer? But we'll be doing one major mod, which is the whole premise of this video. See, the keyboard comes in black and white for extra $10. But today, we will be making a third entry. We are making a product red keyboard. Now, I've never actually spray painted something properly before. I usually just spray one layer of coat and call it a day. But this time, I did my research. We have primer, our paint of choice, a matte finisher, sanding equipment, which is literally just a sponge, and also a proper spray painting surface and not yesterday's newspaper. So yeah, we should be good. But before we spray paint, I gotta dismantle everything down to its bare bones. By the way, this will 100% void your warranty. Alright, so I just took everything apart. I also taped up the stuff that I just wanted to keep black. And yeah, now we just have to sand it down with the Scotch pad. Sorry Razer, I'm removing your logo. Okay, it looks exactly the same. I think it might be a little bit smoother, but prep face. So I was really afraid of the words behind being a problem, but I don't think it's... Alright, keyboards are prepped. Let's spray paint. Alright, so this is the setup, and there's a chicken coming to inspect us. I'm going to be applying the primer first. Let's hope this goes well. Okay, that's the first layer of primer. Alright, that's the first layer of red paint. Alright, I realized I should have done this earlier, but I wore gloves. Alright, let's see the final product. Oh! Oh, it stinks. Oh, it's so smelly. Oh my god. I forgot to mention this in the video, but I did do a clear coat matte finish. And all I have to do now is to wait for everything to dry.
And in theory, we're done. But theory can only take you so far. Luckily, it brought us far enough because the final product looks gorgeous, dude. Holy! Except for the back, there's a bit of splotchiness at the back, but you know, I ran out of red paint. It's fine, nobody looks at the back. Dude, this is so clean. You guys should have been there for the peel.
So my mic didn't pick up the peel that well, so I'm gonna voice over the peel for you. Enjoy this ASMR.
But yeah, other than that, we're done with the case. Now there's one more thing I want to do, and that is to paint this plate white. Now you might be asking, why am I painting the plate white? Having a white back plate was a technique used by old Black Widow keyboards, the chroma keyboard. It essentially helps enhance the RGB colors. Because black is not a reflective color, black absorbs all wavelengths of light. So it kind of mutes the RGB colors coming up from the keyboard. So yeah, we'll be painting this white to get the most out of the RGB. I already can hear you guys in the comments going, Squashy, but RGB is for losers. No! Okay, let me have a hot take for a moment. RGB is cool. The best part about having RGB is you can just turn it off if you don't like it. Like, why do people make it such a big deal that it's like a sin to have RGB? Like, bro, good luck trying to use your keyboard in the night. I know I can because I have RGB and I don't even need to use the LGBT colors. I can just use white. Hi. This is why I don't have hot take. Alright, so the plate's done. I spray painted it earlier. And yeah, the only thing left to do is to put everything back together. It's gonna be fun.
So putting the keyboard back was pretty simple. I had to screw in all the electronics back. I did replace the stabilizers with aftermarket screw-in stabs. They are wholly modded and looped. I added a bit of recyclable foam. Pretty proud of it because I cut it myself. Connect the wires back together. Put the knobs back in place also with the daughter board. Screw the case back together. Alright, before we put the switches back, let's play a game. Can you guess which is the stock switch? Well, the answer is actually the right one. You see, Razer pre-looped the switches, but this is probably the first stock pre-loop switch I've seen visible white residue from the loop. So yeah, these switches, I've tested, is already looped enough out of the box. So no, you don't need to loop them again. So after all the sanding, the spray painting, and breathing in the toxic fumes because I didn't know my mask had a hole in it, this is the product red Razer keyboard. Both keyboard sounds pretty much the same, but that's probably because mine is pretty much stock. But let's see what the judges think about it on Judgment Day.
Alright, we have come back to Razer to show off our keyboards. And we have Dexter and Lewis.
Hi.
Hi. Shouldn't there be more of you? Like, Razer's a pretty big company, right?
Yeah, but we're just really busy.
Today we'll be showing off our keyboards to Dexter, the Razer representative, and I hope you like my keyboard.
Alright, let's take a look.
I managed to play around with the keyboard a little bit. I personally really like the keyboard myself, but right now we have Razer Black Widow. We have Razer Black Widow in white. I took one step further. I'd like to bring you the brand new colorway.
Oh!
Razer Crimson. Oh, actually, I just came out with that name. Razer Crimson.
Alright.
That's the keyboard. I hope you like it. I did spray paint it myself for the first time ever. I did a multitude of upgrades. First, new keycaps. Secondly, brand new stabilizers, screwed in stabilizers. Yeah, that's all I did. Colorway. Colors. Crimson. Was that what I called it? Crimson. So yeah, let me know what you think of it.
I mean, it's amazing. I really like the 9009 keycap set.
He knows.
Yes,
He knows.
I know. Yeah, it sounds great. I mean, honestly, wait, what switches are this?
These are the stock Razer switches.
Wait, these are stock? I mean, it's fresh to see something that's not black and white. Nice. And it sounds really good.
I added a bit more foam, that's pretty much it. But
Right,
yeah,
cool.
I hope you like the keyboard, and up next we have Lewis Turr. By the way, the big bottle of lube, right?
Yeah,
I
what about it?
really need it. Like,
For keyboard, right?
sure.
So for Lewis's keyboard, I'm gonna send you over to his channel. He has a pretty interesting build on it, so you should check it out. But the least you should know is that it sounds pretty good. Alright, moving on to the final winner.
Okay, so I've tried the keyboard quite extensively and I heard your explanation, but I have a winner in mind. Okay, so I think I will have to go with Squashy Boy.
Yo, hey!
Congratulations!
So you know what? That was a good choice. Let's go! Oh, shit! And that is how I won the Razer upgrading challenge. Wait, why is the loop turning yellow?